Well, hello. It's been far too long, so welcome back to Todd's 29 Motovlogs. I haven't ridden this thing since the 9th of January, and that was about 2 miles to take it down for its service and to have a new tyre put on the back. First chance I've had to get out and scrub it in a bit. I will put some pictures up on the screen now. Now this is why we haven't been out. As you can see, it's been a little bit wet. The rivers have decided to come out of the rivers and take over the roads. So today, and look at that weather, look, you wouldn't believe it, would you? That is the first day we've had like this in a long time. But they do give more rain again coming in behind this, so take the chance while we can, and we'll get out and scrub this tyre a little bit. I need it scrubbed in because when I go out again with them two ruffians on Hondas, I need to make sure I can keep up with them. We don't want any of that leaving the Beamer behind, do we? We need to go into Honda pursuit mode. So as I say, it's just a little bimble just to get out and scrub this bloody tyre in. We've been back doing the live stream since the 11th of January. And I think last week we got up to 32 in the side chat, which I think is superb. If you've not watched the live streams before, Sunday night, 8 PM, it streams on Kime to Go. That's Kime to go. And also on mine, Todd's 29. Now you can watch on either channel. As I say, it would be lovely if you do tune in. Open both channels, it helps us both out. Now even though I have this thing on a trickle charger all the time, when she first fired up, she sounded a little bit lazy. It started okay, but it wasn't that that nice rapid fire that she normally has to turn her over. So whilst I think trickle chargers do keep it topped up a little bit, it makes me wonder whether they keep it perfectly topped up as well as riding it regularly. You fucking indicate, dickhead. Somebody else out, making the most of it. Had to be a BMW, didn't it? No indicating. Knob jobs. So the plan today was we were going to have a ride up to Yeovil, and Infinity Motorcycles have
to infinity and beyond
opened up a branch in Yeovil, and it's right opposite Branson's Honda dealership. So we could have had a look in both of them. Unfortunately, Steve said his rear tyre is bolder than I am in the middle, and not only that, there's so much flooding still around here at the moment. If you head east from me, Wareham, Stowborough, Corfe Castle, that way, still a lot of roads flooded there. Head west and you've got the same, all the villages, of course they're all at the base of a bloody hill, aren't they? So they're always going to flood. Now all this traffic is because they've chopped it down to a single lane on the bridge leading over to Portland. The reason I'm going to Portland, where all the low-lying areas are flooded, we're going to head to the high ground. So I've got 3 bright headlights, or 3 bright lights on the front, and that twat in the cash guy didn't see me till the last minute. But look at it, absolutely ridiculous. And I say this is all because they've got the 2 lanes on the bridge closed down to 1. God bless you, Governor. Now I watched Ron's video yesterday, Chukler on a bike, and he did a video questioning about whether you should blip the throttle when you're going down the gearbox. I say yes. Well, what is nice is Ron and myself don't have to because we've both got the GS with the auto blipper, up and down quickie with an auto blipper, so it does it for us. And the reason I'm not going up there, because a lot of them are coming out because of the scabby surface off to their left. I wonder if anybody's waved at the camera yet. A camper van, and we know how wank the drivers are of those things. Bonkers, isn't it? Absolutely bonkers. Yeah, and this is the cause of it. So they got one lane shut, and they're allegedly working on something. Not a lot of work going on there today. But I mean, as you'll see, it's both ways. It's just tailback. It's bonkers. The cafe up in the prison that we've been to a couple of times. I took Old Boots on tour when they were over. Took them up there. That's been shut down because the building is in need of mucho dolero. Needs absolutely stack loads of money spent on it, and as a charity they haven't got it. So that's closed down. There is the other one still open though. It's like Sister Cafe up at the Grove, which is opposite the Young Offenders Institute. So that building doesn't need the amount of money spent on it that this one did. Oh baby, I've missed you. So yeah, January the 9th. Today is February the 14th. So Valentine's Day. Nice to see a few out on the bikes. I do love this bike now. How ironic is that? When I first got it, I wasn't sure whether I was going to like it. And all of you people, oh, GS, I gotta say, I was one of those. Take one for a decent ride. You'll change your tune in no time. BMWs, yes, they're expensive. Yes, they're expensive to buy, they're expensive to maintain if you use BMW dealers. I'm lucky. My mechanic is a BMW trained technician who's set up on his own. But it really is such a good bike. I did and ah about getting another RT. I've toyed with the idea of getting a Honda NT, the new one with the electronic suspension. I gotta admit, after seeing a Honda shit on Buster with his bike, it's made me think twice about a Honda. I've no, I mean, they're great bikes, always have been, always will. Yes, it was shit that crank bearing went at such a low miles really for a bike. Crank bearing shouldn't be going at 22,000 miles. And it was the way Honda dealt with that. Now, if I was Honda UK, I'd be saying, hang on, that's low miles, crank bearing, something's not right with that, let's sort it. But oh no, they didn't want to know. So we were on Rev's live stream last night. Only went in this side chat. I didn't intend staying on as long as I did. I stayed all the way through it. But what I was saying, 2nd of April he's coming down this way. He's going to go to the Lex Moto factory, and with a bit of luck, Steve, Joe, myself, possibly Howie, we're going to try and meet up with him. I think with a bit of luck we'll stay overnight on the Thursday, have a ride out with him on the Friday, come home the Friday night, but possibly go back on the Saturday, maybe even ride back some of the way home with him. We shall see what we can do. It'd be good to meet up. I know Slow said he's going to try and come down, Stu. That'd be good. Good to meet him. So we will see what we can do. I think YouTube is brilliant for that. What on earth are you doing? Jesus. So yes, growing up over here, back then, I don't know what it's like now, you had no choice but to turn into a little asshole. Me and my missus, our first bed sit there at the top, when we first got together. Now I say first got together, that's when I met her again, because we used to go out of school when we were about 12. And then I moved over here. And we're just about to go past where I grew up. Now this place on the left, the big place, was a pub. That used to be the Mermaid Inn. That's a private house now, and it's absolutely massive. And all these old quarries building everywhere. And I have to say, look at that, look, for sale. People buy them, move in, they don't seem to stay there for long. You always see a lot of them going back up for sale fairly quickly. So they're either shit, or once the weather comes in and we're fully exposed there because it's straight off the sea. I mean, you're on one of the furthest tips south that you can go. Here goes the blipper. Let's stack it up a bit and I'll show you the blipper. Here we go. 5th, 4th, 3rd. Even when you go 2nd, it just matches those revs. Superb. Yeah, you're coming through, are you? Okay, I'll go that way. Thank you, madam. So yeah, wasn't a great deal to do over here as a kid. Wait, what we got there? Yamaha. So it was a case that you would get old MOT failure cars, race them around the quarries, bull tacos, Yamaha DTs, anything, Honda C90s, the old Cubs, cut the exhaust off on the header pipes going down, and we would race them around the quarries. And there's a path that leads all the way around the coast, and you could pretty much ride right around the top of the island, do that on your bull taco or whatever you had. So here we go, look, you can still see a lot of water running off. I've just got to remember that's a brand new shiny tyre on the back of there with all those knobbly bits still on it. So there you can probably see that container ship a lot better. And it does, it looks like an island out there. Right, let's get this tyre over a bit. Get it over that way. And we'll get it over that way. Stand her up straight for the water. Nice. Come round that bend and see that water while you got it leant over on a new tyre. Shit oneself. Fox Red Labradors. Never again. Never ever again. Oh, there's an old royal blue down here by the look of it. I think it's royal blue. Or is it? Look at that for an old beauty. It is an old royal blue. Look at that. Let's pull over and let the 360 span round that a bit. Oh wow. Love it. Love it out here. A royal blue excursion to Weymouth. Lovely.